you need to understand why we're doing what we're doing. That's probably the best we can do for you.
Yep.
The other thing I think that's quite important to understand is that the Act is the Act is the Act. It's a system of average justice. It's not a system that's perfect, but it's a system that is designed to try and manage same treatment, same outcome, or same type of injury. We can take and look at the merits of each individual claim, and we're required to do that by law. But sometimes we don't have, if we had our wishes, sometimes we wish we could do things that law doesn't allow us to. So it's important that you understand that it is a system of average justice, and we try to do the best we can with what we have. And generally speaking, there are lots of avenues and lots of opportunities within the framework of the policies and the law. And given our training, we are pretty good at finding those too. So, and we are looking to say, where are some shortfalls? What is it you need from us? What is it we are going to need from you? And how do we make this work?
And if you're not understanding what we're saying, we get caught up in WCB speak, legislative words and the Act and all that stuff. If you're not understanding what we're saying, just say so, right? This is here we're here for you. Lauren, you're the client. It helps that Christina's here because you'll find when you go away
from
from
my major
meeting,
caregiver, and she's done my whole claim throughout it all.
And it's like being at a doctor's appointment, right? You hear certain things, but then you think, well, what did he or she say about this? You don't always remember everything yourself. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so medical, what have you guys discussed in regards to Lauren's medical?
My back, first.
Okay, so do you want to first start and tell us your version of the first accident, the second accident, and how everything's kind of like your story?
No problem.
Okay.
First one, I was taping off the top of the inside of a house to do texturing. I was on high boy stilts. I was able to reach just about 11 feet on them. I came up under a door header with my stupid hat on, didn't see the door down. Came straight up, straight back. I shook the two-story house. People from outside came in. My partner from 2 rooms away that was mixing mud with the tunes on thought I fell down the stairs. Yeah. I was half passed out in the corner. Continued to work that day, kind of in the daze. Didn't really think that I did anything severely wrong to it. Tried to work the next couple of days, eating lots of Tylenol, eating lots of muscle spasms and stuff. Ended up going to chiropractor because, to be honest, I didn't want to deal with compensation.
Yeah.
I'm a second generation. My dad, no, I don't think of that, but anyway, I tried to go every avenue but workers' compensation because I like my job, I like the company, I think paid really well. But I was that Friday night, we had a little gathering at Payne's Lodge. My boss paid for the whole floor and dinner and all that.
In Campbell River?
In Black Creek, yeah.
Black Creek, okay.
And I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move. Checkout was 11 at 1 o'clock. She was trying to pull me out of bed. I couldn't move at all. Went and seen the doctor that Monday. Went sent for x-rays. Was it x-rays or bone scan?
X-rays or bone scans, something like that.
Yeah, and they showed compression fractures. And then I applied for compensation with my boss, told him everything, had witnesses and all that stuff. Didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
I was crawling up the driveway. Was accepted for 3 fractures. It was changed by some anonymous medical advisor to bruises, contusions on my neck. This is after being told by my adjudicator that they didn't have my income information. My boss has sent it 6 times. His accountant had sent it several times to the office. They told me that I didn't want to owe them any money, so they offered me $98 a week.
$89.
$89, sorry.
So what they were talking about is setting a provisional rate, get cash up.
But the provisional rate is $333 a week, not $89 a week.
So I went 3 months.
Right.
I lost everything, all my savings. My kids went hungry for a week. So I said, screw it, and I went back to work on 12 Percocet a day, no clearance letter. Physio told me no, doctor told me no. My adjudicator said, you gotta do what you gotta do, Mr. Forbes, and let me go back to work.
That was Cynthia Tyson-Orser that did that one.
So you went back to work?
So I went back to work, and what was it, 3 weeks later?
Yeah.
This is 12 Tylenol or 12 Percocet a day, every day.
September 19th.
Sometimes more. I fell. I was climbing up a baker's scaffold. I had kitty corner brakes on, which was, my boss told me was fine. The floor was concave with cement. He was doing radiant heating floors, I believe. Went to step over the top. It started kicking out from under me. Tried to twist, couldn't twist, and that was it. I went down. I don't remember falling. I remember getting up, and my arm was, they were both just a mess. My helper came in when he heard the commotion, puked all over the floor. I guess I must have been shocked because I refused an ambulance on my site. I waited 20 minutes for my boss to get there. Got to the hospital in Campbell River, tried to play it down as a sprain or whatever. Then they told me they couldn't fix me there. Sorry.
No, take it
Still
down.
hard.
Yeah.
So I went to the hospital in St. Joe's, in Comox.
Okay.
They wouldn't let me leave the hospital without painkillers. I was refusing them too. All I kept saying was I just want to go home. I don't remember what the surgeon said to me there. It was like a 10-minute conversation. Something about plate this, bolt that, surgery this. I just kept saying I want to go home. That's the only thing I remember. So they sent me home for 11 days in splints. That was hell.
That would have been difficult.
Yeah, I tried getting a hold of my adjudicator. She wouldn't accept my phone calls. She didn't get back to me. I was living in hell. I mean, my elbow was huge because I severed a whole bunch of stuff in there.
It's a nasty injury. I mean, we've looked at the medical reports. There is no question.
You're the first person that's ever said that.
Okay.
It's always been minor, and it's all in my head.
No.
In physio, I was still in cast. That's how bad I wanted to get back to work. Because my doctor, no one had told me how bad my injury was. No one told me how many fractures or anything. He said he stopped counting at 13. There was 3 major sites or 2 major sites or something like that, and they're all commuted fractures. So he said I shattered like glass. I had the surgery, and it's been hell ever since. I've had road rash on my hands, in my cast, both casts, streaming sweat pouring out like in a stream, like out of a tap. All the doctors said it was normal. Normal. Was denied access to my family doctor, which was 20 minutes away from from Campbell River.
Lauren, who's your family doctor?
At the time it was Joan Scruton. I had to change to Dr. Bell. I was talking to methadone at the Summit Rehab.
No, that was at the Orion Pain Program. And he
I did not want on that stuff at all.
seen Dr. McNeil in Campbell River for a couple of months while he was doing the OR1.
Every time I went in there, he's like, who are you? What can I do for you?
A little bit of the OR2.
The first appointment, I walked in there, he goes, I'm 1 year away from retiring. I don't really want any new clients. What do you want? And that was my only option. I didn't have any other option. I couldn't drive.
Right.
I was only allowed there. When I asked for transportation to do my shopping and stuff, I was told my children weren't allowed in the car, my wife wasn't allowed in the cabs. That someone at Superstore would help me shop, in 2 full cabs. This is my adjudicator, fully knowing my injury. Chris Winkler, a very lovely man.
Chris Winkler and Reed.